Welcome to Aspen Yoga. My name is Stacy. For today's restorative yoga session, we are going to do a session that is going to reset our nervous system. So what you're going to need for this session is a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, grab a firm pillow or a cushion will work great, or just another blanket. We're going to need 3 blankets as well on the side. So go ahead and gather everything you need. Meet me back on the mat for our restorative yoga nerve system reset. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and start. You can just set your bolster off to the side. A couple of blankets can be set off to the sides, and we're going to sit on one blanket here in the middle, and I want you to sit with your legs crossed. And as we sit with our legs crossed, let's take some time to breathe, reset, and get ready for our session today. And as we take deep breaths, I want you to inhale through the abdomen, up through the chest. And as you exhale, allow your shoulders to relax, your spine is tall. When we sit up on a blanket, we open up the hip joints. We allow the spinal column to stay nice and straight. We are going to do some twisting today in our class. So as we start, I always like to get our body ready for some restorative twisting. So when we do that, let's take a deep inhale up. And as you exhale, bring the opposite hand to the knee as we gently twist to one side. Good, inhaling up. Remember, your gaze always follows the turn of your spine. So as I turn this way, so does my head and neck. Good, inhaling up. And again, just gently twist, warming up our torso, warming up the spinal column. Inhaling up. Exhale, gently twist. Good, and as we come back to the center with a deep inhale and exhale. Hands come onto those hips. Let's just do a gentle shift to each side. Good. Let's do one more each side. 1 and 1. Good. As we come back to the center, let's go ahead and get ready to set up for our first pose, which is just going to be a gentle open twist. So we're twisting the torso, opening up the chest. We're going to take one blanket at the very end of our mat, and this is going to be to rest our head on. The other blanket is going to be at your side. You may choose to use it, you may not, depending on how your body feels. The other blanket can just be off to the side. So I want you to grab your bolster, and you're going to set your bolster around mid-mat, shall we say. The alternative blanket is going to be off to the side and to the back. I want you to lie down, hug your knees into your chest. So as we lie down, your head is on your blanket, hugging those knees into your chest. Nice deep breaths. I want you to extend the leg that is closer to the bolster. Single knee hug here. And now I want you to twist. So I want you to twist that body, bring that top knee onto the bolster. If you need to bring your bolster out a little bit, you can. Both shoulders are turned towards me. I want you to take that top arm and I want you to open up that chest. Now this is where that other blanket comes in. If you are very tight in your shoulder and you need some support, go ahead and take that other blanket, roll it up, and have it support your arm. So when we're lying here, you're not constantly in pain from your shoulder being overstretched. So that is completely up to you. My eyes are on the ceiling. And we're just going to breathe. So we're going to stay here for a bit. So I want you to be comfortable. And if you see like my foot is a little bit in front of my bolster, I can bring that bolster out a little bit more if I like. However you are comfortable, I want you to set up here. So my hips are turned, but my thoracic cavity, my chest, is opened up. Again, eyes to the ceiling. And I want you to breathe here. We're going to stay here for a bit, so I want you to be comfortable. So use the support of your blanket. If you need to adjust that back blanket, you can absolutely do so. The last thing that we do, that I want you to do when you are in restorative yoga, is be uncomfortable. Okay, the last thing that you want to be is uncomfortable. If you find that this top arm feels a little bit better supporting that knee, you can absolutely do that as well. Nice deep breaths. With each exhale, allow your body to relax into the stretch. Your body is supported by your bolster, by the floor, by your blankets. Good. We're going to stay about 1 more minute here, and then we will switch sides. Nice deep breaths. If your front arm was on your knee, open it up. Take that back arm, bring it around so we're coming back to the center. Take a minute here. I want you to grab that knee, pull it into your chest, come onto the back. So we're going to get out of this the same way we got in. Pull that other knee to the chest. And bring both feet to the floor. Now you can go ahead and just switch sides. I'm going to go ahead and switch ends of my mat so that I'm always facing y'all. So you can do that too if you like. Now remember, if you are just turning over, just turn over. If you are coming to me, then everything's still going to be the front side, shall we say. So have that other blanket on the back of your mat as you need it. Bring that bolster right beside you. And we're going to start as we did the first time. Hug those knees into your chest. Extend that leg that is closer to the bolster. Stretch it out. That's the leg we just worked. The arm that's closer to the bolster opens up. Turn the body. And open up the chest. Now you might find one side may be a little bit easier to open up than the other. And we're just settling in here. Remember to use that blanket as support as you need to. Remember, again, you can adjust your bolster. You can take that top hand for support. Head to the ceiling. Sometimes it can be hard to keep your head turned, but keep that head to the ceiling so we keep that spine in line. Nice deep breaths. Allow yourself to sink into the bolster. As I said, use that hand if you need to, otherwise your arm is open, palm is up. And sink and settle here. Remember, you should always be comfortable. So if you are not comfortable, find your comfort. Okay, if you need to stack more blankets, absolutely you can do that. Take nice deep breaths, and as you settle into your pose, any tension, release it with an exhale. Our last minute here. Allow yourself to sink and relax. Release any tension. Holding tension in our restorative yoga is counterproductive, so release the tension as you sink into the pose. Good. I want you to take that back arm, bring it forward. Take that knee, grab it into your chest, come over onto your back. Bring both knees into your chest. Nice deep breaths. Good. Bring those feet down. We're going to come into a restorative tree next. So as we come into a restorative tree, I want you to go ahead and you're going to adjust. So we're going to move our bolster all the way to the end. We do not need it for a little bit. We're going to take one blanket and supportive. So if you've done yoga before, I'm going to show you tree here. Pretend I'm standing. We're going to bring that foot up to our inner thigh, and then hands are just going to sit across our chest. Okay, so we're going to do that in a supine position, lying down. So go ahead and lie flat on your back. Let's hug our knees to the chest. And the reason I hug knees to the chest to start is it always resets our spine, right? So it gives us a minute for our spine to reset. Both feet come onto the floor. Stretch both legs out onto your mat. Beginning with the leg that is closest to me, I just want you to bring that foot up to the inner thigh. Now, I am a little bit off the ground on this foot. So you're going to bring your blanket underneath and just as a little support. Hands can just lie on the center of your chest if you like. They can be out to the side. So think of this is our reclining tree. Getting a nice inner thigh Stretch. We're going to stay here for a couple of minutes. Allow your body to relax. Good. Let's go ahead and switch sides. I want you to take that knee up. Bring both knees up. Stretch the opposite leg out. If you need your blanket on this side, for me particular, I don't need the blanket. My leg is comfortable without the blanket. We're going to stay here and just breathe. And as you take a deep inhale here, And exhale. Bring that knee up. Both knees come up. We're going to go ahead and set up for our deep relaxation now. I want you to roll onto one side and sit yourself up slowly as we set up for our final pose, which is, again, a deep relaxation. It's a meditative relaxation session. So we're going to take our bolster at the middle of our mat here. One blanket is going to be at the end, obviously keeping one at our head, and then the other blanket we're going to put over our waist. So go ahead and stretch your knees out over your bolster. Bring yourself down slowly. Adjust your cervical support here. I want you to stretch out one leg and stretch out the other. Where your heels are nice and rested on the blanket, your feet are externally rotated. I always like to put an extra blanket over top of my abdomen. Palms are forward, up to the ceiling, or you can have them across your waist, your choice here. You can gaze up at the ceiling or close your eyes. I want you to take a deep inhale here. And exhale. I'm going to walk you through progressive muscle relaxation. We are going to begin with your toes. I want you to relax all the tiny muscles of your toes. Feeling your toes relax and fall asleep. And as you slowly make your way down the bottoms of your feet, allowing your arches to relax, your heels fall asleep. As you slowly make your way up your ankles, feeling the tiny muscles in and around your ankle joints relax, your ankles fall asleep. Making your way up your calves and your shins, feeling your calves and your shins relax. Feeling the muscles in and around your knee joints relax as your knees fall asleep. Making your way up the back of your legs, your hamstrings, allowing your hamstrings to relax. Relaxing the muscles of your glutes. Relax the muscles deep inside your hip joints. Your hamstrings, your glutes, your hips relax. Allow those muscles to fall asleep. Relaxing the muscles of the front of your thighs. Feeling the front of your thighs relax. Relaxing the muscles of the front of your hip joints. Relax the muscles of your lower abdomen. As you take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, the muscles of your lower body relax and fall asleep. Your legs are supported by your bolster and your blanket. And as you make your way up your back, one vertebrae at a time, with each vertebrae, the muscles of your back relax. Those muscles sink into the floor. The middle of your back is relaxed. Relaxing your upper back. Your shoulder blades relax, your chest opens up. Inhaling here. And as you exhale, relaxing the muscles of your abdomen, relaxing the muscles of your chest. Your abdomen and your chest rise and fall with each deep breath. And as you relax your shoulders, Water falling your way from your shoulders to your fingertips, melting away any tension. Your arms are heavy and relaxed. Relaxing the muscles of your neck. Allow any stress and tension to melt out of your neck muscles. Your neck muscles relax and fall asleep. As you relax the muscles of your face, your jaw hangs open, your eyes fall deeply into the back of your head as you relax your temples. Taking a deep inhale here and exhale. Taking your time here, allow your mind to wander as your body relaxes. You to stay here as long as you like. Allow your mind to wander and your body to relax. Thank you for joining me today for Aspen Yoga, Restorative Yoga, Nervous System Reset. Remember to subscribe and like, and I will see you again next time. Stay as long as you like.